It says I'm live, but I don't believe it. I'm going to wait until I at least see it come up before I actually start saying some content. What do you say? If you see me and hear me, give me a thumbs up. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it does show that I'm now live. Hey guys, welcome. Not going to be a long one today. I wish I was, Lee. Not going to be a long one, guys, but it just wanted to stop by and say, hey. And I don't know how many of you just got this sad news that I did, that one of our friends is no longer with us. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of hit me a little hard. Julie from Sweeney's Creek Farm from Australia, Stephen, is no longer with us. It wasn't an accident, so please put Stephen in your prayers that he's in a better place. That's all I can say about that. If you're not, Julianne is going to try to keep the farm. They do have a 14 or 15-year-old son, Harrison. Anyways, good kid. Been on some of the things, but was like my kids. Social media, not really for them, which I'm okay with. But if you're not friends with Sweeney's Creek, Julianne's going to try to keep the channel going. It is a little source of revenue for her. So if you could go over and just keep running her stuff. They don't have any PayPal that I could see. I was going to put that up. So, yeah. If you, honestly, I was sitting down here just trying to get like the new little thing that I have here going. Lila, I know. She's and this happened in November, guys. She just could only put it out today. So yeah. It all we can say is yeah. So yeah, go put Julianne and Harrison in your prayers. That 15-year-old boy losing his dad like that. It's tough. Now on to me. I am still trying to get over what I caught on the ship. This was a one-off. This doesn't normally happen. I caught a very bad bacterial infection from a hot tub. I said to Debbie the day that it happened, I'm like, I don't smell any chemicals in here. And there was like kids running everywhere. And I'm like, it doesn't seem right. So we got out. and went up, showered right away. No, it was too late. I was, well, bedridden except for try to fly home. That's the longest 3 hours of my life. And anybody that's flown knows how big the bathrooms are in airplanes. I'm not a small boy. They not built for me. It was a hell of a ride home. No pun intended. Um, just give me a sec, guys. There we go. It's starting, Tiffany. It's starting. Um, but I mean, like, yeah, nobody needs to know all the details. But yeah, complete hell. We didn't even know we were going to be able to fly home. I was that bad. But we did what we did. We got me home. I had to get onto Canadian soil in case it is something that, needs an operation or whatever. Yes. So whenever I say get travel insurance, you go into your holiday healthier than a horse. Well, except for my normal day to day stuff, but whatever. I get by on that. And yeah, 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 man. Absolutely. It's been tough. And the way the medical system works is everything had to come out of pocket. Well, try to get a hold of the cruise line now to get my money back. Not holding my breath, but it doesn't matter because I will never be on that cruise line again. The ports of call, and you guys are going to see this all in video. Oh my God. Ports of call. Debbie and I looked at one another going through San Juan, Puerto Rico. We looked at one another and we said, let's move here. The small cobblestone streets. If somebody stops to let somebody out at an apartment or a workplace or, hey, Jess, it has to be the most beautiful place we've ever seen. I'll get to that, Vera. Jesse, I don't know how much you've heard, but go back up in the chat. You'll be able to see some stuff. Stephen from Sweeney's Creek is no longer with us. I don't know if you watched. Julianne just posted. She hasn't been able to do it till now. And it happened, I think she said the end of November. So. It's a shitty day all around. But anyways, getting back to the most beautiful place in the world, San Juan. Oh man. If I could move there, I'd move there tomorrow. And I have a lot of the tour. Jennifer, our tour guide, let me record. And I said, I tell you what, I'll shout you out on YouTube if I can record the whole thing. She said, you don't have to do that. Just a sweet little lady. And she's wheeling around this, I don't know, it's like a 24 passenger bus, and she's got to be like 4 foot nothing. And she's honking horns and telling people they're number one. And she was originally, no, her mother was from Venezuela, her dad's from Puerto Rico, and I forget how they met. But anyways, just we did a tour, and just so Puerto Rico, as you all know, is part of your dominion, and therefore I thought had all the rights of a U.S. citizen, but they don't. They're not allowed to vote for your president. They are allowed to vote for their governor, who is non-voting status in your house. And I'm like, you still have to pay federal tax? And she's like, yes. So you'll hear the dialogue between the two of us in one of my videos coming up. I will try to do a video probably tomorrow. But I'm not gonna damn thing's freezing up on me again. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna try to flip over. I've tested this for the last hour and it worked perfect. Now it's working again. Actually, I'm going to turn off my phone. That might be better. Whoops. Okay, phone's off. There. I've got no draw down here. Oh, okay, Lila. Maybe it's just on my end then. So that was one of our stops. Our first stop was Dominican. Yes. I've got nothing good to say about Puerto Plata. The city is disgusting. There's dirty diapers laying on the side of the road. There's garbage, human feces all over. And it's like, what? But we did go to Monkeyland there. And we got to interact with pirates. And, well, Lila, all the big resorts in the Dominican are outside of the cities. And they try to tell you that it's not safe in the cities to keep you away from the filth if you're at one of the big resorts. And I've got, as we're coming into port, I'll show you the big resorts that are probably 10, 15, 20 miles away from the filth. And stop signs, they're a suggestion. Nobody uses them. There was this one lady, probably, well, she was on a little wee scooter, and she come rumbling down the street, and we had to go, and our bus driver wouldn't go. And I said to Debbie, I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, we have the right of way. And she's like, I don't know. And there was an army or a militia with a AK sitting on one side of the street, and there was a policia or I don't know, another dude with a small gun sitting on the other side of the street. And then all of a sudden, I see this lady come right through. Didn't even acknowledge the bus. Didn't look. Didn't care. Didn't right through the stop sign. Meow. I'm like, and no helmets. So it's very clear to see that the ladies are second class. All the men are well protected. They got helmets on. No, not the ladies. They're on the back, sucking on a soda with no helmets. The way these guys are dipping in between vehicles and running red lights and stop signs, and all that you hear is meet meet. No. That's all you hear is meet meet. If you hear meet meet, hit the brakes. Now, well, technically it's not. Technically, Dominican is not a third world country. And, I'm not going to take it away from the resorts. I've never been to a resort. But I also have seen a lot of money from the resorts, because whenever we were at Monkeyland, there was one, two, three, four, five, 6 charter buses. They were all Prevos, brand new, waxed to the nines. Well, you know where they came from? The 4 and 5 star resorts up the other side. But Monkeyland was awesome. Absolutely awesome. It was a little bit pricey, but Debbie's always loved monkeys. And that was one of her bucket list, was to hold a monkey. And she had monkey running on her back, down her arms, up her legs, sitting on her head. It was a blast. Absolute blast. She is scared of birds, as Jesse and Lisa know. Debbie just don't like no birds. She had a parrot sitting on her shoulder. Well, I got 3 looks. One was, the other one was like, I'm tolerating it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sorry guys, trying to be as long as I can, but I still feel like I've been kicked in the shins and thrown out a window. But anyways, and of course the severe antibiotics they have me on right now, it does damage to your joints. Just what I need, more damage to my joints. But we'll get through. Hey, Huga, Jerry. Actually, I should really go through the list, but I'll just say hello to everybody as I see that. My Alaska, what's up? And I know I've saw everybody else. Nanatam. I'm sorry, guys. Just not a really good day, but we'll get through it. I just wanted to come on, and I've just had Jody, Wanda, overwhelming support, emails, texts. Do you need help doing this, or do you need help covering that. And I'm like, no, it's all good. Just prayers. That's all I need. Oh. But you know what? Um, my wife works in the medical field. It would take a bottle of probiotics to do any help with this type of antibiotic. Come on. It's hang on. It's going to kick the living you know what out in my body. That's what it does. Because right now they're not sure where. They think they know what, they don't know where. So they don't want it to get into my lungs, my heart, any of my big organs. So they've got me on Cipro, if anybody knows what that is, as one. And it just kicks the living out of your body. And I've got 2.5 more days left. But anyways, it so yeah, all 3 ports that made our trip. The ship itself, if you hear these people that say, I want to get onto the biggest ship ever, don't do it. You never get to see it all. And like to walk from one end to the other of the ship, for myself with disabilities, like there's no way that, Jesse with his sciatic, there's no way he could walk there. Like both of us would need scooters just to try to get around that ship. But that's not only it. Like, we were sold, they call it faster to the fun. Because of my health issues, they said this is going to help you get in, out, all around faster. You'll have more treatment, like more one-on-one availability. I said, okay. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Lee. And I said, okay. So we bought it. We were supposed to have, we were guaranteed your luggage by 1:00. So I said to Debbie, why don't we book a nice formal dinner for our first night? We'll go to the steakhouse. Everybody was raving about it. Okay, so we went to the steakhouse. Oh, let's rewind. Oh, yeah. We never got our suitcases. So we had our carry-ons, which had bathing suits. But yet we paid, I forget how much, $180 for this package. Well, I've been off the ship almost a week and I haven't been able to use it yet. Guaranteed luggage there by 1. We finally got our luggage, guys. 4:30, 4:45. Well, all Debbie's makeup, shower stuff, clothes, and whatever was in that bag. We were within 10 minutes of having to cancel our formal dinner. You know what their answer was? Oh, it got lost. Well, then don't promise people this if you can't deliver. And we were not the only ones. There was a family of like 14 around us. Beautiful, beautiful people. We had a great time with them. And they they also, half their party didn't get their stuff till the next day. They had little babies. Like the youngest one was like a year old. Well, all her stuff was in there. Extra diapers. They carried a few diapers with them in their carry-ons. But, so they had to like keep the little one in dirty diapers as long as they could because they couldn't get diapers. So they finally went around asking other people with children of the same size, can we borrow a couple diapers? Wanda, I've called them 3 times. You know what I get? Nothing. Not even a, oh my God, we're so sorry. But, anyways, we'll get to that. That was day 1. I'm still trying to make the best of it. So we rush 5 minutes to spare. Get to the steakhouse. Well, for a 1-year-old, whenever they don't have any, yeah, they got to do something. We're on a ship. You can't go to a shark. Hey, can I go, or shoot Uber Eats. Can you send me out a package of diapers? You're on a ship. And they don't have any. I said, are you? No, it won't. It shouldn't deter anybody. It should deter people from taking a cruise line. This is not normal. But we have people that have cruised with Carnival for 30 years. They're all coming over to NCL. Like they said, they've cruised NCL. And then whenever NCL got, they said whenever they were going through their growth or whatever, they jumped onto Carnival and then just stuck with Carnival because they were giving away free stuff. Well, of course they're going to give away free stuff. They can't sell out their ships. So they have to give stuff away. NCL sells their ships out. So, anyways, that'll come later, Lila. But no, it should never deter anybody from cruising. Cruising's amazing. It's the most relaxing vacation we've ever done. Even this vacation was relaxing. It was just the hiccups. And our steward, amazing. Lucy was absolutely amazing. Except the only flaw she had is she was a pack rat. She'd hide extra blankets and whatever in stuff was supposed to be our storage. And finally on day 2, I'm like, Lucy, stop. Keep your stuff where you're supposed to keep it. Don't put a change or 3 changes of she was worried about changeover day. And I'm like, Lucy, no. But she couldn't do enough for us. And you'll see in the videos, she made me a towel animal every day. It was awesome. No. Now, I haven't been able to talk to anybody to get any refunds. So, yeah, no, it just... And we also paid for the bubble package, which is we don't drink enough to warrant the $1,000 the Carnival wants for the drink package. Like, I couldn't drink that in a year, let alone a week. And, whenever I'm out, like whenever we were with Jesse and Lisa, we might have a drink or two, but that's it. And on the ship, you might have one or two in the afternoon, and maybe one with dinner. That's it, and that's just because it was free. This ship, I had 4 drinks, 2 on land, 2 on the ship. The 2 on the ship, they charged you $17.99 per drink. Anyways, Carnival's got to the point that they are just nickel and diming their cruisers, and their cruisers are jumping over to NCL because NCL has got what people on the ship are telling me is the perfect package. And I've been saying that since we signed up. There's no other cruise line that offers what NCL does right now at this time. Like, to add in the airfare. Who does that? Nobody. Now, you can get it added with Carnival, but you pay full price, plus a 15% premium. So, yes. Yeah, they're supposed to be the fun ship, Lila, but there ain't no fun left. Unless you're young and you want to drink and you don't care. Like, I'm not going to give away all the stuff. It's going to be in the videos. But the last night, or the second last day, Debbie went get us a coffee in the morning. That would have been Thursday. Yeah. And it was closer for us to go to the middle set of elevators because we had to go down or up to get coffee. So it was, she got just before the elevator, she looked down, it looked like somebody had thrown up on the floor. Got a little bit closer, it looked like somebody had like a burger or something, dropped it on the floor, all the ingredients stayed on the floor and they just left it. Well, there's cleaners or room stewards or whatever going in and out of there constantly. 9:30 at night, it was still there. That's not cool. Especially on a brand new ship that's only a year. That ship's already starting to look worn. And it's only a year, just over a year old. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that all this. So, hey, Kevin. So we, 9:30 at night, it was still there. So a whole 12 hours, the whole day, everybody in and out of there, nobody picked it up. And I mean, there's at least 20 room stewards. No, it wouldn't be 20, probably be about 15 room stewards on the port side of the ship. And thank you, Kevin. And it was just crazy, the stuff like that, like holes in the walls. The last night, some dude thought it was going to be funny. He went to the washroom in the corner of the elevator. Like, who does that? It's just disgusting. And it's just, you know what? Maybe for a 20-year-old, it might be a fun ship. But for our age group, and there was some really old people there too. But we also, the two last no, because the last day I was in bed, sicker than a dog. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the bubble package. So you're supposed to be able to walk up, put your card, and fill up your pop, and then or soda, and go away. That didn't work all week. Finally, Thursday or Friday, Debbie went, like, this is crazy. We paid, 150 or $160 for soda. And we haven't been able to get one yet unless we go to a bar, and then they want you to tip them on top. Although we had paid the prepaid gratuities, you still get a slip every single time that says gratuities and then final. Well, half of them, I just stroked it. And it's like, I've already paid for this. Or like there was one guy, he was really cool. I give him $5 every 3 or whatever drinks. But we were getting tired of always having to pay extra for something that was free. Well, come to find out, it broke the week prior and they had to get a part out of Germany. Couldn't get a part out of Canada, couldn't get a part out of the US or any of our ports of call. It had to come from Germany. Well, like Debbie said, well, okay, are you going to reimburse everybody? No. Well, that's kind of a form of mild fraud if you ask us. You charged us full price, and, everybody would give us the song and dance all week. Oh, it'll be fixed later. They're working on it. No, you weren't. Which one, Lila? I usually don't have any problems as long as they're in here and they support me. Yes. I'm getting old, But anyways, it was definitely, the ports, the ports of call made the trip. And oh, absolutely. You can share, Nick. Yeah. I don't mind. And hey, Jamie. But yeah, no, please don't ever let this deter you guys. It just happens that I won't lie. And I was supposed to have an interview with the cruise director. The Beards, as John Hill calls them, shut it down. Because I'm a nobody. Oh, well. But I got to say, John was awesome. John had me on his Facebook lives during the pandemic. And so he sent us a beautiful bottle of wine, a Carnival lanyard, and chocolate covered strawberries as a thank you. As a thank you, just give me a sec. I just want to make sure that nobody fell upstairs. Yeah. Yeah, John is a stand-up man. And but just, it was our first time with Carnival. We really, we're trying to find the best one. And looking back to last, I heard a big thump upstairs. I just texted Debbie to make sure she was all right. She's like, I just dropped the phone. No. But so yeah, no, like NCL was all, any issues we had were staff related. And they were looked after immediately. And again, thank you to Terry. I got I'm not, I'm trying to jump around and tell a story without giving the whole story because there's more to come. I don't want to give away my videos. I've been doing very well with the watch times and the hits on my videos. Just the little the short that I put out about the police boat beside us. I'm up over 2,100 views on that little spoof video as well. And hey, my man. But other than that, it might be just a kid ship, but to hear people that have sailed with them for 30 years say that that's it, they can't do it anymore. And of course, they would ask us, what NCL was. And when we told them the truth, what happened to us last year, but that the food was phenomenal. The food last week was subpar. I didn't get this big, not being able to chuck down a good amount of food. Sorry, I might have eaten at the most a meal and a half a day. I am disgusted that a cruise line of that size would put out the crap food they did. The prime rib was brown, tasteless. Their lobster was black and brown. I know I'm a lobster snob. You know, we live in the best country that has the best lobster just down the street. And one of the best fishermen right here in the chat. But man, I just call them obese shrimp because they ain't got no claws. And that's the best part of a lobster. Well, one of them. But there was zero taste. It was black. It was brown. Lee would have sat there and cried. But an NCL, it was good. We ordered. Everybody was like, "Oh, the lobster! It was. The lobster rolls are awesome." And Friday. Debbie, I said, "Oh, let's get 2 lobster rolls." She's like, "All right." Well, I just about jumped out of my skin whenever the kid said $45 for 2 lobster rolls. Anyways, we're on vacation. Whatever. Probably has more taste, this piece of paper. Honest to God, I was Carnival is one of the biggest cruise lines in the world. And I ordered some type of steak. It was like a New York type steak. and I ordered it medium rare to rare. I cut into it, and there's a vein. Well, I'm just trying to, like, it's probably 2 millimeters. Like, I was able to pull a vein out of the meat. I'm like, I'm out. I shoved it, and I had 3 desserts because I could. That's pretty much what we had to deal with. Um, the Pig and Anchor had awesome breakfasts. That's what I had prime rib in the steakhouse, and it was very good, very tasty, done to perfection, and it was pink either side. But whenever we had it on our last formal night, it was pink on one side, brown on the other. Yeah. And the drinks, $17.99 for a beverage. Wow. Whenever I paid, where was that? St. Martin. I said to Debbie, I'm like, I want a banana daiquiri. I said, I haven't had one of those in so long. And this lady comes over and she says, yeah, man, what do you want? Joking, right? And I said, I want a nice big banana daiquiri. Why not you want strawberry? I said, because I asked for banana. Good point. So she made it up. She's like, no more rum, spiced rum. I said, spiced rum. So where he's from, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking and the rum's just... And we're discussing where we're from and whatever and laughing and joking and yeah, it's still coming. I'm going, oh my God. I'm not going to be able to walk. So finally, poof. Yep. She finally turned up the bottle. There was probably about 6 or 7 ounces of spiced rum in there. $8. But for 3/4 of an ounce on the ship, they wanted $17.99. Like even NCL last year, I think it was $12 for a rye if you didn't have the package. But anyways, that St. Martin is a beautiful, beautiful city. Oh my goodness. Just absolutely stunning. Very clean. Yeah. No, David. No, Dave. Not at all. Not at all. Like I said, 30-year sailors with Carnival are now booking with NCL next year. We actually might have a few people coming. Okay, where's the best advertising is on a cruise ship? So I wore my Cruising Alaska 25 shirt a couple days. Well, I got questions. What's that? So I don't know how many people are going to book, but I know some people were like, ooh, we've always wanted to go to Alaska, but it's always been too expensive. I said, but you've never traveled with Jesse and I. So, yeah, goodness only knows how many people we're going to get out of that. But Yeah, no, we were just so. Oh, you pay thousands of dollars to be on the ship, and they have movie nights, right? Carnival has the rights to Disney or whatever they have to run the movies. Well, somebody comes around with like bags of popcorn. Well, we were in the hot tub with this couple, and they were freaking after the movie. They wanted $4 for a little bag of popcorn. Would have cost them no more than 30 cents. So we were in a balcony cabin, and oh my god, my phone is blowing up. Just give me a sec, folks. Oh, I'm not dealing with it today. Um, hey, bucket list homestead. Um, we paid all right money. We got a pretty good deal. So yeah, we're angry. Not really angry. We had a fabulous time. We did it ourselves. Was there a lot of disgusting things and crappy food? Absolutely. Was I blessed? Absolutely. I finally did it. If you read my descriptions on my earlier videos, my biggest thing was to try to get a GoPro. And I've been able to sock away some money. And I was a little bit short. And I was sitting there drooling over the GoPro 12s. And well, let's just say I have one now. My wife said happy birthday. So I got my birthday present 2 weeks early. So I was able, between all you amazing folks and my beautiful wife, I was able to get a GoPro 12. Now, trying to figure this sucker out. I'm used to my phone where within seconds, I can be recording. Ooh, I got to figure out this GoPro thing. Wow. And it's so itty bitty. I'm sitting there last night trying to record, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a big learning curve. Sausage fingers, little wee GoPro. But I like it. So if you're talking to yourself, it's actually got a screen on the front too. I don't know. That could be all of them. For all I know, I've never had a GoPro. I've never been fortunate or blessed enough to be able to afford a GoPro. So I've always when you do, Scott, what? Oh, figure it out. Okay, Jerry. Okay, so I saw where that it said that, Jesse. Well, like I said, once I get feeling better, I am probably going to call you, or between you and Johnny. I think you both. Um, I look exactly like any GoPro. Oh, okay, Johnny. Like I said, I don't know. The only one I've seen is Jesse's. And I'm not even sure. I think he said his was a 9, 10, 8. Again, I got a GoPro 9 for Christmas. I've not figured mine out yet. All right, Dave. Well, so I don't know if we have any local folks here right now, except for maybe a few. But I do believe I am going to be hosting. Not committed yet, but I do believe we are going to do a homesteading expo slash YouTube meetup in May of this year. And I will be hosting it. Or I'll be the dummy putting my name on the place that we're going to have it. So, Lila, you're going to have to come up. You're only an hour and a half away, or maybe 3 hours. Hey, D. And yeah, it'll be a full Saturday. And I want to have some demonstrations, and yeah, I'm going to get with a couple people have sent me an email that they want to help me out with it. So Jesse, nobody from up here goes to those. Like, and with the interest rate or with the exchange rate, I don't know how many people are going to travel this summer. Again, 30 some percent is what it is. So I have to stick. It's normally the first week in May. So I have to see what the availability of room is here. Oh, I'd love it for you guys to come up. And I was going to call you before I set the date. So, because you're about the only ones that probably would come up. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't go much later because then we're into haying up here. And there's a fine line here between where we plant, start haying. It's very small. So Scott, just so you know, another person's thinking about taking up. Who? Where? Shoot me an email. ramblingwiththebrooms@gmail.com. We'll chat. Because I have no problem doing it. And I have no problem with a whole bunch of people that want to start putting it together. So I have not only YouTubers, but I have got major support of the community as well. So let me know. And why can't we have two? The building that I'm talking about is climate controlled. So it don't matter what time of the year we have it. We can even have one in the middle of the summer. And people can do it as a holiday. There's a lot of beautiful places around here. So, yeah, shoot me an email and we'll definitely chat. I'd love to do one a little later. Yes, climate controlled. And the AC works because they're brand new buildings. And we have a ball field. We could put together locals versus YouTubers. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of fun things there's a rink. We can do a whole bunch of vendors. Yeah, we there's lots of. I've been thinking on the ship while I've been sitting there doubled over in pain. So, hey, Devin. Yeah, Parliament Hill. Yeah, sorry, you won't catch me there. Did I say that out loud? I the only one I saw was whenever Remy. I don't know. I'll see after. Now, if you're talking Angie, Mike and Angie, we're already discussing something. If that's who you're talking about, we may be already collabing in the background. Absolutely, Lila. Only if you'll come. But if I can get some people from the no, not Mike and Angie. Okay, well, that's what I've been talking with. Oh man. But we got to make sure that, we got to make sure it's good for Remy to get up here too. Okay. I appreciate it. But yeah, no. So whenever, like, honestly, guys, and Jesse can come up if he wants and reiterate it. Cruising is based on individual likes and I guess your preferences. And at our age, we want to have good ports, good food, and good fellowship. Man, we met some amazing people. Amazing people. Actually, the two ladies that we were on the in San Juan with, they were both ladies from Detroit, like right at the border, where she described where she lived. I used to drive about a block and a half from her house whenever I used to cross the border at Detroit with my big truck. And it was quite neat. And one lady's decided that she doesn't like snow, she doesn't like cold. So she's moved to Florida now to retire in Florida. And her best friend lives in Detroit. But yeah, it, no. So, Lila, whenever you said cruising, stay away from cruising, no. No. You got to find what's best for you. And Jesse and I ain't going to lead you astray. You're going to have fun with us. But you know what? We're not going to put all of that on NCL's shoulders. You have to make your own fun. They only transport us from port to port to port to port to, hey!
Hey, let me just say
What's
this
up,
right
bro?
now. Let me just say this right now. Lila's not going to have any fun on that ship. She's going to have a blast.
Pretty much. Well, if
And
not,
and let me tell you. So, okay. So remember before you went on this cruise here, I told you that we'd been on 5 of those
yeah,
ones you were
and you've
talking
never had a problem with
about.
it.
And you're correct. The town that you said that was really bad because they had diapers and whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that down there.
Oh my
And a
God.
lot of the towns that you go to, they only want you to go to the areas that have been cleaned up, okay, or on guided tours, if you will, and because the guides know where to take you and where not to take you.
Yeah.
But the thing is when you go on an Alaska cruise, you don't see none of that. There's no port that is like that. Not because it's America. It's just a totally different environment.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
Hey, Rob.
You don't have to worry about that with NCL, and I'm not spouting NCL. I'm just saying that you won't have to worry about because it's a total different type of cruise altogether, as opposed to, and that's another reason we quit going on the carnivals because of the young and restless. You mentioned the stuff in the elevator. Well, I mean, kids are up 24/7 on those ships. They're just partying all night long,
Yeah.
and you don't know what's going to happen. And we're of the age where we don't need any of that. We don't need that, and I don't want to be around that. And
Yeah.
if you want to party, that's your business. I'm not preventing you from partying. You go right ahead. I don't care to be around that kind of stuff.
Well, and one thing I was very shocked at, and I've never read, never seen, but they had a bar open 24/7 as long as they were in international waters.
Yeah,
The
well, that's what I'm
casino
saying.
was
If the
open
kids want to,
24/7,
but even if the
and a
bars
bar
aren't
was
open, a lot of the open places are open. They may not be serving, but they're open, and
yeah,
kids
like
will stay up
NCL.
24/7. Yeah,
NCL, I believe, at midnight, all the outside closed, like up around the Lido deck and whatever. They shut
yeah,
all those down, and there might be one inside near the eating areas that would stay open um, until two o'clock. But then they'd clean,
right.
and like somebody said, well, how did you get a bacterial infection? Hey, Ben's over Acres. How did you get a bacterial infection out of a hot tub? No chemicals. Where the difference, like unfortunately, Terry and I did not get to sit down and eat a meal together, but we talked on the phone for
Yeah,
hours.
but there's no chemicals, but they should have been using salt water, right?
No, no,
They
it
didn't
was
use
it
salt
was
water.
normal. It wasn't salt water. It was normal water, non-chemical.
Oh, every time we've been on, they've used the salt water.
No,
You're in salt water
no,
from the ocean.
yeah, no, no. It was just plain old
Tap
normal
water.
water that they should have had at least bromine, if not chlorine.
Well, if they just use regular tap water, I'm sure they got some chemicals. Maybe they didn't put enough in there, but they had to put chemicals. Otherwise, it'd been
Yeah,
stagnant.
yeah. So,
Hey, look, Lila says, "LOL, bring it on."
oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, Lila. And like just just to hear the excitement, I really wish. I'm gonna have Terry on probably. I'm gonna try to get him on a Friday night. Um, Now, I do want to say there's a lot of people in the chat here. You will see that Terry has joined our Facebook page. I will be putting a little thing out. Please do not bombard him about specific issues with your thing. Call his NCL number. This is his private Facebook page. It's got nothing to do with NCL. He wants they're thinking about coming with us. Okay? He's there as a friend, a family, you know, as a friend of us. But out of respect to NCL and Terry himself, please call the 9, his direct number right underneath me here. If you have any, don't bombard him on Facebook, please. Is all I'm gonna say. Just out of respect to the man, because he is a good person, very good person. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, the amount of people that were asking about what is Cruising Alaska 25. I said, well, let me tell you. So I don't know how many people we
They
might
probably
get out of it.
they probably saw that and said, You're going to take Carnival to Alaska? Oh
Oh,
no,
don't worry. They were told it was NCL. But, like I was saying earlier, people that have sailed 30 years with Carnival said that's it. They're done. They're not spending another dime with them because the food quality, like I bet you the vein that was in my thing, I could have pulled down over my pinky. Like you don't cut meat like that. Like I'm
Yeah.
nowhere close to a butcher. Yes, I do butcher my own meat, but you cut that stuff out. You don't serve that to a customer. Like that's food, that's dog food scraps. Anyways, but the carnival chocolate lava cake,
It's
that's
good.
pretty good stuff.
So what did you do in San Juan?
San Juan, we actually took a tour all through San Juan.
Right.
We stopped. I actually, again, I I'm a history buff. I love this stuff. Hey Pete, uh,
Cato. Hey, Cato.
hey Gato. I'm a history buff. I love all this. I did not know that Bacardi rum was actually started in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, there's the smokestacks whenever you were coming into port. Did you notice those? And I'm like, yeah, I wondered what industry that was. She said, that's Bacardi rum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, cool. So yeah, we didn't take that tour, but because I'm not really a rum guy, but
Oh, but they got tons of flavors of rums now. It's not just
oh yeah,
plain
I
old
like
rum
this.
anymore.
Well, that's it. Like, Mom used to drink that white Bacardi's, but I do like the spiced. It's got a little bit of it. Hey, Charles, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're feeling a little bit better.
Oh yeah, see him there.
And but yeah,
Scratching
like
Pete.
yeah, Scratch and Pete's in here. Good fella, he's always supporting.
Yep.
Always supporting, and
I
that
wish he'd
other
hurry up,
guy.
get those 6 numbers right, so he can support us all.
I know.
No,
Support
he
the
won't.
family, man.
He won't. He won't win. He won't win the 6 numbers by scratching. He's gonna have to put in the numbers. But
Yeah. So I gotta say, everybody was mad at the casino too. Um,
oh, really?
one lady hit 3,200 the entire week.
Wow.
That's it, and that was on the last day. I know we put in quite a bit, and the most I hit was 52. Debbie hit, I think, 104 once. Like it wasn't paying worth anything.
Yeah.
We should have just stopped. Actually, I made more on scratch tickets than what I did off the machines.
Yeah.
But we do it just as a pastime in the evening. And one thing that I will say, NCL, and you'll all see this in the videos later, but NCL, you book your shows. So, like folks with like myself with mobility issues, I book dinner close to where that show's going to be, so I don't have to keep walking the ship length for length, because then I'm just going to be so sore that I'm not going to enjoy the show. Well, Carnival, you can't book anything. So they have the knockoff to Cirque du Soleil aerial act. People are sitting in their seats 4 hours before the show is about to start.
Yeah, because it's first come, first serve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was kids sitting in the handicap seats. Well, I don't know. I saw them fucking running all around. They had no
Yeah.
problems moving.
Did you join the no talent show?
They don't have that anymore.
You don't have a talent show? Oh, that sucks.
Listen, there's a reason why there's a whole bunch of people that have been with them for so many years. They're not going back.
Yeah.
And it's sad because our cruise director, Lee, we've been chatting online. We were going to do this, do a little interview. And
Yeah.
Lee thought that would be fun. And the beard shut that down real fast. Told him no. Because they don't. I think everybody knows I've said it enough. Some people are paid and some people are not. And I'm not. I pay for all my cruises. So I think what we're going to do is, if you guys, I think we're looking at possibly New York City next February, going to Bermuda and then back. Just a little one, 4 or 5 days. And then, because honestly, I want to save all my money for Alaska, but my beautiful wife wants to go somewhere warm in the middle of this whole snow haven.
Well, it won't be cold when you go to Alaska. It'll be cool, but it won't be cold.
Alaska? Oh, that'll be our summer
cold.
temperatures.
It's August.
Well, not our summer, but it'll be like 20 degrees, 65 for you guys, which will be cold for you folks.
No, it's going to be just the weather's going to be just right because it's going to be right at the end of the summer, and fall's. You'll start to see some fall weather, but I mean it's not going to be cold. It'll be cool, but not cold.
I don't even. Well, Rob will be able to tell us, but and another reason you'll never see garbage, and I didn't put one and one together, like Rob was telling me, is the ports are away from their villages, where the ports in the Caribbean go right into the middle of the villages. So like Dominican, boom. August is the start of the cool down some, but it's not too bad. Yeah. Like I watched it this year, and I think the nights were about 55, and it got up to like cool. 75 in the day.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's you just crack your door a wee little bit and let it nice fresh air in, and it's perfect. So how was your trip up?
Oh, it was good. It was good. We had a couple of events, but nothing major.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I probably, were you there when we met the guy from Mr. Beast?
No, I heard you telling. Well, I told you that he's one of his like his proteges there, that he has a group of about 7 or 8 people that he always does stuff with, and Gabe is one of them.
Yeah, so Gabe was the guy that we stopped to help him with a flat tire, and typically, like I was telling everybody else, that we don't ever stop, hardly ever stop. But we were in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was like nowhere, USA. And I seen a guy with a flat tire, and I just felt really bad about not stopping, so I stopped. I asked him. I said, "You doing all right?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm all right. I'm trying to find the right lug to tighten the tire, because he didn't have the lug to tighten the tire. He had the one that it took it off, but it was just so it would slip every time you would you try to tighten it. It would slip. It was tight enough to where it would but anyway, he was able to get them off, luckily, but not tighten them. So I happened to look in my truck, and I carried a little bag with me when we were traveling, and I had the right tool for it.
Okay.
and we were able to tighten up the tire, and then we had to pump it up with a hand pump because it was low on air. And it was one of them donut wheels. They have a spare donut,
Mm-hmm.
and so it wasn't that much of a tire to fill up, so it was no big deal. But and I'd asked him, I said, "So what are you doing way out here in the middle of nowhere again?" He goes, "Well, do you know Mr. Beast?" And I said, "You mean the guy from YouTube?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, I said, "Well, I know of him. I don't follow him, but I know of him." And he goes, "Well, yeah, we're fixing to go do a video for him over here near Pecos, Texas, somewhere. They're doing some kind of video for him." And he was going over there to get ready and get set up. And I said, "Oh, wow." And then I told him we had a channel, and told him, he goes, "Oh, well, that's great." And then I gave him our channel sticker, and he said, "Oh, I'll tell Mr. Beast to shout you out." I said, "No, don't do that."
Oh
But
man,
I didn't know he had 129. No, was it 129? Yeah,
129
129
million.
million. 129 or 130 million now. 130 million subscribers.
That's all
You know?
because you stopped.
Yeah, but I
He
didn't.
said
He
he
didn't
knew
tell me
lazy
that.
days
No,
ahead.
he didn't. No, he didn't tell me that. And I looked at it. I looked it up afterwards. I said, "Well, let's check this Mr. Beast guy out." Sure enough, he's got 130 million people. Yeah, I just thought he had 20, 30,000. I don't know. I didn't know. I've heard of him, but
That's why
no,
the
this
boy
guy.
makes a
He's
million a day.
Oh yeah, and he's a philanthropist. He gives money away.
Yeah, he
Anyway,
does.
so I said, man,
Oh,
200
Johnny
and
said 233 million.
230 million. Jeez Louise. I thought it was 130 million.
Yeah, so did I. Wow, good for him.
233 million. Who does that?
You know
Well,
what?
obviously this guy does.
This guy.
Yeah. And so it was just amazing because we were delayed, and I was kind of ticked off at Lisa for taking an hour in Walmart. I said, that's an hour we can't get back. And I was kind of not, I wasn't mad, but I was ticked. I was, man, we're going to be putting me behind, Dufresne. And so we get on the road, but
Preach
there
to
was a
the choir.
reason why we were delayed. God knew that I would be the one to stop for this guy.
Yep.
And so I did, and I got in the car, and I said, "Man, now I know why we were late, Lisa, because this guy needed help. He obviously
Yep.
he really did need help." And I would have said, no, he didn't need help, but he did. And I mean, maybe somebody else would have stopped, but I don't know, maybe not. But I got him on the road, and he took off, and about 5 miles down the road, he took a right, and I kept going straight. So we were good.
Wow.
And then,
Hey, Dale.
but that's really the only eventful item, other than our court deal got canceled. So
Yeah, I
you
heard
know,
that. Did he plead, or did they get him
no,
on more stuff? Or
they just canceled it for whatever reason. The lawyers canceled it, and they're going to postpone it to another day. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but they are going to pay for my trip, so it's not a problem.
okay. And how's Dad?
All's good in the neighborhood so far.
Oh, jeez.
All's good in the neighborhood.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's soon as I heard, I'm like, oh no, and they're just about to leave
Right?
to go up north.
Right? It
And
seems like every time we try to go somewhere, something happens.
well, look at whenever you were starting to come up here, your mom started sick that one.
Yep.
That's when she started her sickness.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then we went to the meetup. That we had to leave the meetup,
Yeah.
and then that happened with Mom. And then I'm thinking, oh, I'm hoping nothing happens while we're gone. But I'll leave it in God's hands. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
That
I'm firm believer that God's in control and He knows what He's doing. Who am I to tell
well,
Him?
let's hope he does, because we don't.
Correct. We don't, and that's what I'm saying. You can't really, you can't get upset over the things you have no control over.
That's it. That's it. It
So
just, it just, yeah. I don't know. You always say that it's like me. I have no I have no good luck, but I don't know. You're bouncing right along behind me.
Well, no, actually, it seems like it's timing with my issues. Not bad luck, it's timing.
Yeah.
Um, but like I said, there's a reason for everything, including if you get delayed. If you get delayed, there's a reason you're being delayed. Maybe you're getting stopped from having being in an accident, or maybe you're prevented from running into somebody, or there's a reason why you're being delayed.
Well, the good Lord is you know, we canceled our budget deliberations.
Oh, you mean
Um,
for the city?
yeah,
Okay.
because there's just no way I could physically sit there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I had to cancel my conference that I was supposed to go down and meet Kevin and a bunch of YouTubers from the Toronto area. We were going to try to get together Sunday, and well, that didn't happen. But like you say, what maybe happened to what's possibly going to happen to the train on the way there, or
Yeah.
what could happen in Toronto whenever I'm not there.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know. There's a reason why things happen.
That's
You
it.
know, you always can't control them all, but um, I'm just a firm believer that things happen for a reason.
Yep. Yeah, I was a bit upset, and well, I'm ticked at what happened and that it
Yeah.
was totally preventable, but anyways, that's not here nor there.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't have no major upsets on the planes this time. Major.
Well, coming back was absolutely horrible. Like I said, it's the longest 3 hours of my life.
Well, it's horrible because you're coming back home. You're having to
Well,
go back
no,
to
I
work.
was I was sick. I could barely just even keep myself functioning. But I knew I had to get back onto the Canadian soil in case it was something major
Yeah.
that, like, yes, I did. So, again, folks, if you don't have travel insurance, I don't know what you're. So, my one simple visit to the medical center on the ship, they did no blood work. They only did
You're
they only did one procedure. They looked at me and gave me antibiotics for 5 days, and it was $200. So that pays for the insurance right there, and that's just one minor visit. That's not even blood work.
just your vitals.
Yeah, but they tested vitals. That's it. $200.
Yeah.
Now I got to try to fight, but I got insurance. I had insurance through Carnival. I bought extra insurance to cover my airfares. Plus, it covered me for the whole week as well. And I've got my health insurance from here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the fact checker here. Now we're in trouble.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up there, Bubba?
What's going on, buddy?
calf watch.
Calf
Oh,
watch? Oh no.
Calf
Yeah,
Watch 2024.
calf watch 2024.
I think she's gonna wait till the summertime.
Maybe.
She does, like, is she still bagging up? Like, does she look like she's in distress, or like?
Yeah, we'll talk more about it tonight on our live.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it on our live tonight.
Maybe she got some of that. Maybe she got some of that bad water that Scott got. That might be why she's bloating.
Hey guys, I can't see anything in the chat, so if anybody's saying anything, I can't see.
Okay,
it.
Wanda says hi, Johnny.
Hey Wanda.
And then Wanda says
Hi, curmudgeon.
She says curmudgeon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If anybody says anything, I'll throw it up on the screen.
Oh, thanks. So anyway, we've been in this polar vortex down here, and this is like our first day above freezing since last Friday.
And we're in the 50s up in Oregon.
And we're supposed to, well, it's in the 40s today, and we're supposed to go back to, I got to take care of something, guys.
Hey, bud, if you got a call, go.
Uh-oh. But he's the head nurse in charge right now.
Yeah. I think we all know what's happening right now.
Yeah, for those who don't know, one of his cows expecting to calve here any day now, or any hour.
Actually,
I'll just veterans. How you doing, Bubba?
I'll just put them down, and whenever we
Christian
see them,
506 Lee, we get travel insurance for a full year. Have had it for 7 years through CAA. Is that like?
Yeah.
AAA?
It's Canadian Auto Association.
Okay, so instead of ours is AAA.
Okay, yeah. Same thing.
Homestead and Woodwood D. How you doing, D?
Hey, D.
You got Dale down there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're supposed to be above zero middle of next week.
Yeah, but y'all, do you have snow on the ground? I know Tony and Joni have snow.
Yes, we've got a foot and a half of snow, but the way it blew, whenever we came into town, the snowbanks are over my truck.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're sitting in the snow too.
Yeah, I was watching your videos and all around there, and it's like, watching Pooch and Tish as well, and it's like, good Lord, they're in, like, aren't they in lower Texas, and they got snow on the ground.
Well, they're not lower Texas, but they're in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you call it?
My world home. Hey, guys.
Hey, Melody and Ryan.
Hey, Melody, Ryan, how y'all doing? I was talking to Susan from over at Hillbilly Chicken Ranch.
Yeah.
She's in Tennessee, and they're supposed to have -9 tonight. -9. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that happens.
I've got my. We're only supposed to. Yeah, we're like sitting at 22 right now. It's supposed to go to like 10 tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if she's on top of a mountain or if she's on top. I mean, down the valley. I don't know where she's at.
She's got to be really somewhere. Cold. Yeah.
And then you got Wild AK Bill from My Alaska. My Alaska. Now, Bill, why did you call it My Alaska? Can it not be anybody else's? Does it have to only be yours? Are you not one to share?
That's what I'm thinking.
Right? He doesn't want it. Oh, it's My Alaska. That'd be like me saying My Texas. No, it ain't My Texas. It's everybody's Texas. Mm-hmm. Alaska should be everybody's there, Bill. Don't be so greedy. My Alaska. Come on, man. That's just too much. Yeah, I got to mess with you, Bill. You know that. My Alaska. Come on.
I'd expect nothing less, Bill.
Yeah, he says it's all mine.
All mine.
It's allowed to get out. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and Dale, we'd expect nothing less from you.
We'll think about you on that cruise when we say, well, guess what, Bill? We're going to step on your Alaska all day long.
Bill says he's coming.
Talk is cheap.
A lot of people say they're coming, but we'll see.
Talk is cheap. Now, Bill, if you show up, then we can talk serious. But right now, it's all talk. Until you book, it's all talk.
And if you're coming by yourself, well, no, you'd bring your, I think you'd be coming with two, but
maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, you never know. There is solo cabins.
It could be solo cabins, yeah. Who knows? He may know the captain of the ship.
Oh, he said that no, he's thinking he's going to try to meet us at a port of call.
Oh, okay.
That'd be awesome too.
Okay.
I just trying to think which one you'd even be closest to.
Probably Skag. Well, I don't know. Where's he at located in what part of Alaska? Because we got
I'd
Juneau,
have to
we
look
got
it up. I
Ketchikan,
know.
we got Skagway. Probably Skagway is, I think, is the furthest one out there, which would be closest to him, because he's coming from the mainland. We're on that little peninsula, that little Florida.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, not counting the Glacier Bay.
Yeah, he's from
Skagway is Skagway is probably the closest to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we get 100,000 subs by July, we will go. What? No.
Don't
Dale.
even do it, Dale, because
No,
Jesse
Dale.
and I've been known to do crazier stuff.
Don't do that. Don't. If you get $100,000, then come. Not 100,000 subs. Subs ain't gonna do you no good. You need $100,000.
I'm from Willow, an hour away from Anchorage.
Yeah. So, but that's on the mainland. That's on the main Alaska, and we're on that little Alaska peninsula. So, and the highest port that we go to, I think, is Skagway, or is it Ketchikan? I think Skagway is the highest. I got to look at the map again. Hey, you know what? You could just take a plane to the top of where we flying in Canada and just ride the train down with us.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? So Debbie's not sure. I've got to take and I've got to show her the video. She's not. Debbie doesn't do well with heights. So like even planes are not really her friend.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about the heights. Just don't look down.
Yeah, but she doesn't like the whole thing about riding on the side of a mountain. And I said, well, it's not always on the side of the mountain. And I said, you're going across stuff. I said, yes, there is some that you look over the edge and So yeah, she's contemplating if she's going to come to that one. I said, well, sorry, honey, that's one of my bucket list things. I'm going.
Yeah. All I'll say is you probably don't want to miss that, but if you got a height issue, then
that's it. And I think she's going to be sorry if she doesn't attend. And then
there's quite a few people that have videotaped it that you can see on YouTube. It's called the White Pass. It's called the White Pass.
Yeah.
It's called White Pass Railway. If you're going to look it up, look at White Pass Railway.
I thought you were going to send me a CD. And I was going to get it converted.
Yeah, and I haven't sent. It's in that box of stuff that we need to send you.
Okay.
But it's called the White Pass, and there's videos all over YouTube about it, and you can see the actual from other people's perspective. And then there's even a video on the White Pass on the NCL cruise line information.
Yes.
And she can look at that and see what it's about, and it really is not that bad. I mean, there's not that many looking down situations.
No, Juneau. Are we going to Juneau?
Yes, we're going to Juneau. Juneau is one of our ports of call, and Skagway and Ketchikan are the other ones.
Yeah, Dale, Steve's no longer with us.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Was it an accident or was it health issues?
No. Julie's not putting out the full story yet. She just said it's not her story to tell right now. She could barely, just watching just watching the video she just put out there just before I went live was absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And to know that, he was on with you and I and Johnny not that long before it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm worried about Henderson. I'm worried about his young boy.
Johnny, you can't see the chat, but My Wild Home says, "You growing your hair out, Johnny?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, down here. Back here, it's not grown out.
He's losing it on top, but it's growing it down.
Yeah.
I'm not losing it on top. But and for those people who think I don't have anything under my cowboy hat, I do. So,
nobody ever accused you of being all hat, no cattle.
yeah, there you go. Exact deal right there. Christine said, "Why in the world didn't you wear a cowboy hat the whole time we was together?" And I said, "No cattle."
Well, now you got the cattle, so now what's the excuse?
Now we got cattle, I can wear a hat.
Yeah.
So what I had to do just now is I had to separate the herd away from the cow that's going to have the calf. I had to separate them because we have a little bull calf right here that just will not leave her alone. And when I say little, he's about half as big as everybody. And he just would not leave her alone. So I moved all of them over here, except for the cow. So
maybe he's trying to help her get rid of that, drop that calf.
Yeah,
he's trying to push it back in.
He thinks he's a lot bigger and older than he is. Let's just put it that way. And whenever anything lays down, he's like on top of it. It's crazy.
Man.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Oh, Danny Starr.
I was just about to ask, is it Danny?
It's Danny Starr, not Danny. Danny's the big bull. This is Danny.
Yeah. But Danny Starr, yes.
Yeah, it's his son, and he's actually going to be the next herd bull. So, I don't, that kind of activity is required, but, not now.
Yeah. Oh, I dare you, Dobster.
Hey.
Yeah, hard at work.
He's just out like a light.
Yeah. I'm jealous of that dog right there.
I know, eh?
So Scott, are you doing better? Last I heard, you were didn't know if you were going to make it back from.
Oh, it was a rough ride back, buddy. It was a rough ride.
Yeah, I thought he was 3 seats to win.
I went. We did 2 days of tests, and now I've got to wait to find out, are we doing the proper treatment, or is it something worse? Or right now it's just sitting in limbo. Take the antibiotics that were prescribed. I do feel a little bit better, and the symptoms have lessened. But
yeah, I think it's just jet lag.
Oh, it's not jet lag. I didn't cross anything. I stayed Eastern time zone the whole way.
Well, you can still
even in the south. Even in the south,
traveling on a plane is exhausting.
I missed a lot of your chat earlier. How was the food? How was the food?
Gross.
Really?
Carnival, I was looking so forward to the food. I might have eaten one meal a day, and that was breakfast, because you can't screw breakfast up.
Well, you can, but they didn't.
As long as you make bacon crispy and the eggs aren't runny, unless.
Hey, moms, great cans.
But it all makes the brand of the bacon makes a lot of difference, because there's a couple of different brands that we can buy at the grocery store, and one of them is just hideous, and the other one is tolerable.
Well,
so
they won't. How do I say this? On NCL, you could take like half a plate of bacon and nobody'd say a word. Well, they would give you 2 slices on Carnival and then look at you like you had 50 heads if you said, "Give me a couple more." And it's
Oh
like,
wow.
you know, the one little Filipino lady that was giving out the bacon. Finally, I looked at her and said, "I didn't get this size eating 2 slices of bacon. Can I have a few more?" Man.
Wow.
But yeah, no, we will never. Carnival's not a cruise line for people our age. I think they're trying to morph themselves into a party ship, into a
Party ship
party
where the
cruise
food's
line.
nasty.
Well, yeah, but none of the younger kids, they want to do the specialty dining. They're not eating the main dining room.
Yeah, they want burgers, pizzas, and fries, and that's it.
Now, Shaq's Chicken, best chicken I've ever had in my life. I could eat that 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Guy's Burgers, actually, there's a burger joint in town that has better burgers than that place.
Huh.
I don't know, like they were raving this place up, and I'm going, wow, I know better. I've been to Oklahoma, I've been to Florida. I know you guys know what good burgers are. Like, how in God's name can you say that this is the best burger you've ever tasted? Like, you lead a sheltered life. Our corner burger joint, any burger joint in town is better than what that was.
Now that was on the ship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the thing right there. A good burger is a must. I mean, no matter what your menu is, if
Yep.
you don't have a good hamburger to put on your menu, I'm
You know
out.
where I had the best burger of the whole trip was in St. Martin at Mama Jam's is well, let's just say the name of the restaurant is the Blue B Word.
Oh, God. Wow.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Does it rhyme with witch?
Yes. So I've got a beautiful picture, and I'll send it to you later, Jesse. But don't share it around because you know who would kill me. But yeah, she's sitting there going, and I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, no, we and like I said, I got my GoPro for my birthday, and I got a beautiful watch. I was not expecting to get the watch for this price, so I pulled the trigger. I've never really had a good watch ever. So
What kind was it? Was it a
Bulova.
Bulova? Oh, okay.
So Bulova
Damn.
apparently is now made by Rolex.
Wow.
And they wanted $700 and some odd dollars, and I got it for $400.
Yeah.
So Debbie got a two pair of earrings. No, a pair of tanzanite earrings. Apparently, you can't get tanzanite anymore. They're not mining it, so the price is only going to go up on those. And she got a pendant, and I got my watch for $500. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good score. Yeah. You won't get meatloaf on a ship, Lila. Sorry.
Meatloaf.
No fried okra either.
No fried okra. I'm staying.
No. You're gonna have to bring your own, Johnny.
They probably won't let me bring my own because that's like.
Oh yeah, no, it's a huge no. There's a dog that sniffs drugs and food
okra
before you even No, serious. We
you
got
probably won't even
they
make it
check
on the
you in,
plane.
they scan you, and then they line you up on both sides. We had to stand our backs to the line, put our carry-on luggage in front of us, and then they run the shepherd right down, and I'm like, is this for drugs? And the guy that was helping me get on the ship was like, no, he's actually a multi-trained dog. He's trained to both food and drugs. And I'm like, oh, cool.
So if it smells anything,
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, so what did you do? Hey, fried chicken. Stop them.
hey
I don't
Jesse,
know.
what's your hat got on it? I haven't got to see it yet. Something
Oh,
about
that's
Oregon, and I see a Bigfoot.
oh yeah.
Gone Sasquatching, Oregon. Oh, okay, I got you.
Gone
Yeah, you need to get.
Sasquatching.
Yeah,
They call it squatching the
one.
pier.
You need to get one of those for Tara.
For
You
Tara,
know.
she's a
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Oh,
She's a
she's
Bigfoot.
a freak. Oh yeah.
Oh,
She
really?
believes in that.
Oh, she thinks there's one right there on the ridge, and they're probably in the chat. She thinks there's one on the ridge, and Jason was trying to said, hey, with all this snow cover, right now is the perfect time for you to go out there and prove this. Just go out there and find its tracks. You know,
Yeah,
just
go
right now.
watch their live from.
Yeah, but I need to find
She
one that
wouldn't
says
do it.
Arkansas on it. Have
Yeah,
Bigfoot, Arkansas.
I bet you can find one. You can find one for probably everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, that prairie Sasquatch. Now that's elusive one. That one out in the prairie. You know, it crawls through the tall grass. It doesn't even stand up. It just crawls.
Yeah.
And there's one in eastern Canada, there's one somewhere around here, and there's one out in BC as well. So
Oh, there's one.
I
They
just
say
say
he's in the
it's
redwood.
Ryan out on the island is that's the Sasquatch, but
Well, they say he's in the redwoods right there in California too. Boy, I tell you, those trees are huge. I can see why he could live around there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, is that really thick back in there, or is it
No,
kind of open? Is it kind of open woods?
well, yeah, it's kind of open. I mean, open as far as you can see, but it's really thick because there's so much tree debris that has fallen that when you step in it, you drop down. It goes all the way down to your knees. That's how thick
Yeah,
the underbrush is.
yeah.
oh, so
I
there's
can,
quite a if there's ever a forest fire, watch out.
yeah,
Correct. And you know what?
that's
And that's one of the big Bureau of Land Management issues up here is that they don't want to clean it up, but that just adds fuel to the fire.
right.
Hey,
If
Tamara.
you don't clean up your fallen trees and your fallen debris, then it'll be worse.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
and you know what they do
Tamara says
then?
hi, Johnny.
Hi, how are you doing? So what they do then is they blame climate change for that.
oh yeah,
Whenever they have a fire.
yep,
I
yep.
mean, it's not all this dead stuff laying all over the place, right?
Right.
Well, and I honestly think that the natives in Oklahoma have it right, where they go around and they burn like so many acres every year,
Mhm.
controlled,
Well, here they do that
and
here
they
in
don't
Oregon
have
too.
forest fires.
Right.
Yeah.
They
And
do
they
that in
used to
Oregon
do that
too
here
to
in
control
Canada
that.
until the libs took that away, and now we've got forest fires.
Yeah, they do that all around here. They go and burn through, control burns is what they are.
Yeah.
Takes care of all that stuff.
Yes, sir, it does.
You've been seeing the videos on the guys that are trying to charge their Teslas and it's freeze.
Yes.
Ain't
In
happening.
Chicago, they can't charge their Teslas.
They're dead in the water. They're having to get them towed to the nearest Tesla dealer in order to get them charged.
So did you hear now that you can't sell your Tesla truck or the super truck, whatever they call it, If you don't like it, you cannot resell it, or you will be sued by
Tesla?
Tesla.
Tesla.
Really?
Yeah, because the competitors are trying to buy these trucks from people so that they can figure out what Elon's done so they can put out new ones. And I'm like,
Well, that don't
whoa.
seem it don't seem hard to do. I
But
mean,
it seems
anybody
like
can
all
buy
they
it.
would have to do is have somebody just buy one and bring it
Yeah,
over.
just buy one. I mean,
Exactly.
the competitors can buy one.
Exactly. Like,
No, it's not
you
like
know, like,
giving it to the Chinese. It's not like we've ever done anything like that before either. You know.
Well, who knows? Maybe
I
most of
just
the
can't
parts
get
in that truck
over
come from China.
I just can't get over the whole, oh, amen, Tamara.
Yeah,
This
there's a lot
boy
of
will be buying the last gas powered truck, and I'll baby that sucker because I'll drive it for 100 years.
What you need
I'm
to
not
do is
going
you need to
battery.
buy. You don't need to buy the latest. You need to buy the oldest gas
you
powered
need
Yeah,
to buy
truck. You
you
need
you
to
need to
buy
buy
can't
something
buy
without
those anymore.
you need to buy
yeah,
one without a computer
yeah,
because
pre-computer.
pre-computer. That's what you need. That's the reason why we bought that dually pre-computer. So
Oh, right. You don't have dip on that, do you?
no, I don't have any of that stuff on that, but there's no computer on it either.
Yeah.
And that's pretty important. I mean, there's some electronically controlled options on that truck, but there's nothing that can be controlled from another place. The latest truck that they're going to have out, they can control from another location. And all they have to do is, if a chip goes out in that truck and you can't get it, you're dead in the water.
Right.
With the
If the
stuff we
software
have,
needs to be updated, if the software needs to be updated,
yeah,
it won't
we
let you
can,
drive it unless it's updated.
yeah,
So
exactly.
so if you need to get out and get food or whatever, you can't do it. You better have a gas vehicle on the side.
Yeah, you need to
'Cause-
have an older vehicle that works good, like this Nissan right here.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but I've said from day one, they're no good for the climate up here.
What's that?
We're just too damn cold for too long.
For what?
And the
the electric
Teslas,
cars. You're talking about electric cars.
Yeah.
they want to take all our fossil fuels away. Well, how the hell am I going to heat my home? Now, what
Well,
used to cost us $600 to fill my oil tank is now $1,800 a month.
Wow.
That's how much it costs me to heat my home and hot water. $1,800 a month.
a month?
Month.
I think I'd be doing something a lot different.
Yeah, I would do some some
Hydros,
geotherm or something.
I'd be burning wood or
geothermal.
something.
I haven't. No. I'm gonna look at one of those. They go on the side of your house.
You talking about
Uh,
a split system, like
yeah, like a split
mini
system.
split?
I know they're only good till like, I think it's 0, but I don't care. Then my furnace won't, it'll be able to look after most of my house. No, it's not geothermal. I'll never buy one of those. We've got nothing but issues at the township. We spent $500,000 on it and it still doesn't work right. Takes 3 hours to adjust the temperature. So a heat pump. That's it, Lee. You guys have them all over the East Coast. It's a heat pump.
And does your house have a fireplace, or does he have a wood stove?
Me?
Yes.
Mine. I do have an old time. I would have to put in an insert if I was going to use it to heat
the
my
fireplace.
home.
Okay.
Like it's one of the ones with a straight flue out
Yeah.
that used to be for decorative, families whenever, everybody used to be at home. They'd have a fire in the evening or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, we're gonna figure out some way that we have so much wood. We're gonna figure out a way. We're gonna burn wood, and we're gonna do it from outside. We're gonna put in an external
Well,
fire.
get one of the boilers.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna do. I know what you're talking about. Heat your water and all that stuff. But I had a friend who had an external fan forced furnace, and all it did was blow the heat through the house, came out through the vents, the same vents
Yeah.
that the central air come out of, and all that stuff. And that's what I want to do. I just want to.
Yeah. The guy at
That way
Lone
you
Acres has that.
load it from outside, so you don't have all the smoke and
Yep.
all that the wood chips and all that stuff inside your house. And
Yeah.
we've got so much wood; it's unreal how much wood. I mean, me and Christine, we could burn wood every day for the rest of our lives, and we wouldn't even put a dent in the wood we have.
Yeah, well, you can even see behind you there,
Johnny Dink and Tank says Dink has an insert. You can have it if you get to pick it up. It weighs 500 pounds.
There you go.
Sweet.
But Lemon Acres guy, he has one of them outdoor furnace or heaters, and he loads it from the outside, and it lasts supposedly all night long. Once you load it, it lasts all night long.
Now, sorry, Jesse, Wanda, how much? And I don't mean to pry or be personal, but how much do you pay down there for the heat pumps? Because apparently the Ontario government's putting out a $10,000 grant. And I'd love to do 2 heat pumps. Wow. Yeah, but how much was your electricity? I know you guys pay less for electricity. Because I just can't. $1,800 is not sustainable.
Oh, she says she got both free to the government.
No, $1,800 a month. That's a house payment.
Got both of them free to the government.
You got them through the government. One day, do you want me to okay, so $300 a month in electricity. And well, it's still a hell of a lot less than 1,800. Can you send me?
That's still about $1,000 cheaper.
Well, yeah, Wanda, can you just shoot me an email and let me know? Was it provincial, federal, and how you went about it?
Is Wanda in Canada?
Yeah, she's in PEI.
Yes.
She's in the beautiful, beautiful PEI. If you ever come to Canada, you have to go. It is a tourist area, but go deep sea fishing. That's where lobster's lobster. There and, well, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI. I'm partial to New Brunswick and PEI lobster.
Oh, hello. Cynthia Delat says good night. So I didn't even know she was in there, but thanks for coming, Cynthia.
Cynthia, God bless. Night. My goodness. Now there's a lady that supports.
Yeah.
Amazing lady.
Yeah. Rob says, Scott, can you use an old drip stove? They are pretty economical.
You know what, Rob? You send Sparkle Socks an email and see if I could use it.
You can use a what?
Because I'm not asking Sparkle Socks. What a lot of the garages around here use their
waste oil
oil furnaces.
Yeah.
And they're trying to outlaw them because they put too much soot into the atmosphere, which it doesn't do a damn thing. It goes over the side of your building. But anyways, it is what it is.
So one that says provincial, they have many grants, Scott, because you're on disability, you can get it for free.
Tell me how. Tell me how. I'm good at that. Oh, okay. And I'm not up on dates. Guys, please share the 10 Killer meetup. I know most of these folks, but I know there's some here that may not be attached, and I know there's now more cruising channels who are watching me. So
April 26th, April 26th, 27th, 28th. It's at Cherokee Landing State Park, 10 Killer Lake, near Tahlequah, Oklahoma. That's a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. There are tons of RV spots, tent spots, camp spots, you name it. There are 4 hotels within 15 minutes of the only older hotel is the 10 Killer Lodge. Everything else is a brand new hotel, but the 10 Killer Lodge is very nice. They've kept it really nice. And so those are all within 15 miles or 15 minutes. I'm sorry, 15 minutes of the meetup. And the 10 Killer Lodge is 4.5 miles from where we're at. There are Airbnbs just absolutely everywhere if anybody wants that. There are cabins for folks who want to just rent a cabin. Also, you can just show up any day that you like. It's not going to be any really special days. I guess Saturday will probably be our main day. I'm sure most everything Saturday is a main day. But we have things that we're going to hope to have things going pretty much every day. If you went to Pinecone Fest, it's going to be a lot like that. And that's kind of the way it's going to go. And no, we're not the ones putting it on. It's been put on. Oh, wait a minute. I lost it. Oh, no, wait. I found it. So we are. I thought I lost my mic again from my GoPro. So anyway, we're going to, there's several channels that are helping out with this thing. It's the brainchild of JB Conway at Pure Okie. So it is her brainchild to have this at 10 Killer again. So that's what we're doing, and we're just kind of helping her. So putting out information and things like that. I think we're going to have a couple of Blackstones there, so I'm sure we'll have some grub going and things like that. We're going to try to get some things together for giveaways and things. So if anybody wants to donate, they can get a hold of, I think there's an email. It's a 10 Killer YT meetup at gmail.com. So it's 10 Killer YT meetup at gmail.com. I'm sorry. And I don't know. Anybody want to know anything else about what's going on out there? So
yeah,
if you went to the Mid-America YouTube meetup and you knew where the shelter was up in the pines, it's exactly the same spot. Exactly. And I think we're going to be camped right next to Jesse, between Jesse and Tony. I think.
Right there. Jesse, so, I thought you said you moved as soon as you heard Johnny was pulling in.
No. No. You ain't pulling that on me. No.
Well, we weren't even going to camp. We were just going to drive back and forth from the house, but I thought, it might be kind of handy to kind of be there all night, maybe. So we're gonna stay all night.
Can you just, is there a place there to like rent small trailers that you know of?
I am sure there is. I would have
there's a place called Cruising America
but you got to get it there.
Yeah, but
I've already called them.
What about did you call the one that Heard That used?
No.
So Heard That had called, but see what they did. It's called It's called outdoorsy USA or something like that, and I can't remember exactly what it is. But anyway, they have a list of people who own RVs that rent them out, and that they'll go and set it up for you. You just show up, use the RV, and then they will pick it back up. But I want to say it's outdoorsy. You got to look it up. I don't know. It's outdoorsy USA or outdoorsy America, something like that. And then you got to go through they have a list of people approved people to rent their RVs out.
Yeah.
That would be handy.
Mama Jams, with the grace of God and the right wind, I might be able to do it. I'm not promising anything right now. It's a lot of money. I just put out a lot of money in the last year for the business. I don't know if I can, but I'm trying. So
don't know if you can what?
Make it.
Make it? You got to make it. We already put you on the list.
Well,
you're the only reason why we're doing this, Scott.
Yeah,
like,
you were the one pushing it. You were one of the ones.
Please, mister. Please, I've got $1.
Oh, wow.
Trust me, Johnny. I'm trying. But you've known this for a long time, so I'm not even going to fall for it.
There you go.
You're on the list. I can't take you off the list, Scott, so I'm sorry.
Well, that's good. I could be bunking with you.
Scott, Outdoorsy, it's called outdoorsy.com. Grape Jams looked it up for us.
Oh, outdoorsy.com.
I might not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
Yeah, and if you don't like that, I mean, like I said, 10 Killer Lodge is 4.5 miles from the spot.
Yeah.
That's where you stayed last time, Scott.
Well, no, the beds were very comfortable and whatever. Hopefully my friend, the big black spider's still there, and nobody can see through the slats in my. I'm sure it's all good.
Oh my gosh! Here you go, talking everybody out of going to one.
Well, no, that was the only. Anybody can watch my video and see that one. Jesse laughed like a bugger.
If you didn't like that, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up. I've seen your hotel reviews and all that stuff. I'm going to give up. It ain't gonna happen for you. I'm like, because there's 3 hotels also, 3 brand new hotels.
Well, I mean,
hey, Bunkster.
Yeah, and then there's some VRBOs, and the one that guys stayed in, Scott, Johnny, the one you and Pooch and Purdy stayed in. I don't know if that was a bread and breakfast or VRBO or whatever, but
it was. I guess it was one of those VRBOs or whatever you want to call it, and it was it was fine.
I'm sure there's more than one. There's probably
I think I want to stay. I want to stay on because you couldn't even have one beverage until we got back to the lodge. So normally Jesse or Jerry, myself, and Brenda would go back and have one drink at the lodge and then go to bed, where the rest of them were back. Because I usually ended up being the one that drove. So if I can get a trailer there at roughly the same price as what the lodge is.
Well, like I said, you could probably find something through outdoorsy.com and or just look online and see if there's any other people that do it. And then Cruising America, you got to go and pick it up, but you can rent one for the week.
Or I'm thinking, I wonder if they'd pick me up at the airport, take me to their depot. I'm sure they must have something in Tulsa. And I'll fly in, jump in an RV, and then drive over. You know?
Flying in. That's the way to do
Well,
it.
but the thing, it was $1,500 to fly in last year, though, Johnny.
Yeah. We all make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah, you either pay for gas or you pay for flights.
Yeah. If you drive, you just pay that amount in gas and wear and tear on your vehicle. So
Yeah. Yeah.
And lodging.
Oh, yeah, no.
You have to stay at a hotel somewhere on the way there and back.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, that was covered, but
that's true. Is Lisa back there with all this knowledge that she's imparting back there?
No, Lisa's back in the other room with her mom.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard her saying something to you, but like I said, yeah, that's good point, Jesse. Absolutely. That's a long way, and you got hotels, you got gas, you got wear and tear on your vehicle, all that stuff. So anyway.
And you said you're going a week? You're going a week or 3 days earlier? Jess?
We're going to be there 2 or 3 days. I can't remember what it was now. Lisa's booked it, but we were going to be there 2 or 3 days earlier so we can get in a little fishing and a little relaxation before the big group gets there.
I think you're 2 days early. I think.
Yeah, I think we're 2 days early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Do that again, Johnny.
And what? 2?
Mine won't work.
Yeah. There you
go. Wow. You know what? You know why this is doing that, right? This is doing that because remember that iPhone 8 that I was rocking?
Yeah.
Well,
it died.
What'd you do? You throw it
yesterday it kept throwing up these messages that it was full. And I was like, it's 256 gig phone. And it was full. And I was like, wow. Well, this iPhone 15 is 512 gig. And I thought, I'll just transfer everything over and it'll be like having a brand new phone with still 256 gig on top of what I've already got in here. And so far, I love it.
Johnny, you need to clean the phone off.
What?
You need to clean that phone out.
Well, yeah, that is true. But, I didn't know. Let's see. Will this thing do all this stuff?
Yeah.
It should. If you got the latest software.
Put your 2 thumbs in a little more of a point, and it should do it. There you go.
Maybe.
Well, it should.
Yeah. See, I have to switch. I'm on a different camera.
Yeah, I've.
There we go.
There you go.
There, Johnny's our entertainment. Oh, I don't know what that one is.
Oh, I seen this one last night.
That's the rain, yeah.
Let's see if this will do it.
That's the beams.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
But you don't move them as fast.
Yeah,
don't forget AI is a little slow.
There you go. Jesse did it.
Yep.
Well, it's not doing it for me. But anyway, maybe it'll do.
There you go. You got your thumbs up.
I got my thumb. Man, I feel like I'm in the in crowd now.
Don't forget the thumbs up.
Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Come on. There you go. So anyway, if we are looking forward to seeing everybody at the meetup and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a good time. This cow looks like she's thinking about something here. So that's good.
Well, tell her she's on a timeline. You've got a live in 3 hours.
I'm kind of watching her right here because we've got it's going to get cold again tonight. I mean, today is the warmest day. It's like in the low 40s today, but tonight it's supposed to get back to single digits. and then tomorrow it's supposed to be like low 20s or in the teens with ripping wind tomorrow.
And
So
you have no barn or shelter that you can get her to?
nah, she's in the Cedars right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's
she's
the game plan, Johnny? So let's say she drops here in the next hour. What are you doing? What are you going to do? Are you going to help her get to a better location, or are you going to sit help
no,
with the cat?
she's actually in a great location where she's at.
Okay.
What'll happen is she'll lick the calf off and all that stuff.
All right.
I'll watch, make sure she licks the calf off, make sure the calf gets first milk. Um, and once the calf is dried off by her licking and stimulating it, and it's got first milk in its belly, it's good. It can get down single digits tonight, and it'll be fine. So that the other thing is making sure that the calf lays on ground that's not covered in snow. Uh, where she's at right now would be perfect because it's in it's in the leaves, a lot of leaves and stuff like that, and it's
Yeah.
clear as snow where she's at. And if the umbilical cord doesn't freeze to the ground, the calf will be fine.
Have you picked the name out for this one yet?
Yep, miracle.
Oh, I was going to suggest Vortex.
Miracle,
For
miracle,
Vortex.
because it's a miracle if this pull this off during this weather event that we're having right now. So, but anyway, I think it'll be fine though. I think everything's just going to be peachy.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're, you know, they're an animal. They'll, like you
Yeah.
say, the umbilical cord's the biggest. If it freezes, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. If it freezes the calf to the ground, yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're all good. I mean, she's in labor. I mean, she's in labor now. So anyway, and the
Well, that's
calf's gonna come anytime right now. So, and that's good because we'll be able to get it all dried off and everything. I've got blankets, I've got towels, I've got all kinds of stuff in the truck just in case. But she's an older cow. She's had several calves. I'm sure
Um,
she'll just take care of it just fine.
uh, Dink and Tank. No, Johnny's not ignoring you. He can't see the chat. He's not
I
ignoring
can't
Oh,
you.
see it.
sorry.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
can't.
realize that she was talking.
Yeah.
What did
I'm
she
sorry,
say?
Tamara. I didn't. I haven't seen
That's
anything.
cool. Oh, is this polar or vortex, Johnny?
Miracle,
Yeah.
miracle.
Is that all
And
that we missed, Tamara? I'll go back up.
I
Just
think she's
yeah,
referring to what weather is it? Weather system is supposed to be the polar vortex that has come through Oklahoma.
yeah, we were below zero 4 mornings in a row, and even yesterday morning we were below zero yesterday morning. So that's 5 mornings.
Yeah.
And then this morning was the first morning above zero. So yeah, been pretty chilly.
I just
And
I
have you
just read
lost any?
Huh?
I was going to
just
say,
Jerry, I just read that. I'll text you.
have you lost any chickens, Johnny, to the cold?
No,
No
chickens
chickens.
chickens all been fine.
Good.
As long as
Chickens.
you keep your chickens dry and out of the
Yep.
wind
Yep.
and with warm water, they'll still lay every day.
Yeah. If you keep it, some people want to put their water up in their coop. Don't put their water up in their coop because
No.
what happens is the water, the moisture, the molecules and stuff
Moisture.
like that gets up into the air, and that's what causes your chicken problems. You want to make sure that their coop is really good and dry inside. You can put some food in there, but don't put any water inside there.
Yeah.
Keep their water out in the run, and chickens will be just fine without any heat source or anything. So no, we haven't had any chicken problems whatsoever.
And chickens are pretty hardy, like animals.
You probably
Yeah,
had more problems with the chicken mama than you have the chickens. That minor that's living with you.
You mean my kid
yeah,
sister?
yeah. My kid, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, I just that
Hey,
infuriated me whenever I heard that, and I'm like, that it's bull BS because you can't even complain to anybody. You're complaining to the same damn AI that said that she's 12.
yeah, exactly right. And see, I
And
got
don't get me wrong, she looks very young. She doesn't look 12.
yeah. Well, I got the AI to the last email. Okay, so I've done a formal appeal that was declined, and then I got 4 emails with 2 different AI entities. It says one of them is Paul, and the other one is Yanni, Yannni. And Yanni finally has admitted that there are no minors in my video, yet the child endangerment still sticks.
Huh?
Get that. No minors in my video, but the child endangerment still sticks. And it's
Yeah.
just because Christine was driving a tractor, guys.
I guess the
So
trick is
50,
we need to get her a beard.
yeah,
I'm like,
like
really? My wife was driving. She's 51, guys. She was
yeah,
driving a tractor, and she got the AI has. I mean, we got a warning. That warning is going to always stay on my thing unless I take some kind of a stupid training. The
yeah.
the training will say that basically I'm admitting to using a minor in my video
Don't
in a
do it.
dangerous situation,
Don't do it.
and I'm not going to do that. I've had some people on here say, "Oh, shoot, just go ahead and take the train." No, I'm not that. I'm not built like
Mm-mm.
that. I'm not built like that. If I'm right, you ain't going to get me to tell YouTube that I'm wrong. I'm not going to do it. I don't care what happens. And I think that since that has happened, there's been a little. I think they shadow ban you a little bit whenever you get a warning
Mm-hmm.
because I'm noticing it. So, um,
Mine
yeah,
lasted for, like I said, 6 months, 6 to 8 months
yeah,
after I posted those videos, and they said you have to take them down. And I refused to take them down.
yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
I did.
show anything gory.
Yeah,
Why should I take them down?
they took mine down. They took it down, and I can't even get the URL to it. I'd have to build it again to be able to. And they said I can put it back up if I want to, but if I do, they'll take it right back down. So there you go.
Hmm.
Aggravating.
Unbelievable.
Aggravating.
You got to have a person there. Like, I'm sorry, but computers are only as good as the programmer.
There you go. And you're right. I mean, all they have to do is just have a human look at it. Just a human. I need a human for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And this would all be straightened up. Look at that.
So Tamara says it was the hat in the video. All you could see was her face, and she looked young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And that's the other thing. We were afraid that facial recognition they were gonna use facial recognition and use points on her face and stuff like that. And then whenever she come into another video, they were gonna be doing the same kind of stuff, you know.
Well,
And
only if she's operating equipment. No, they won't do it
well,
if she's in a garden or anything.
right, but that's the thing. She drives the tractor. I mean, I've got another video right now that's almost ready to go of her driving the tractor again. It's a full video, and I'm afraid to put it out because I'm afraid AI will say, "There's that kid again," and you know, cause me all
Is
kind of
there
grief.
Is there an email? I know there was whenever I was
Yeah.
having issues,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I gave it to people and they blasted it. And it seemed to ease up a little bit whenever so many people emailed it
well, the
on my
problem
behalf.
there's not an open email. There's not a way to openly email. They have to verify. You have to go like you have to put in a special identifier for your channel, and it's not like the URL to
Okay.
your channel. You have to go into there's a specific place to go into YouTube where you can get this identifier, and it starts with a UC and then a number. It's 24 characters, and then they have to verify that you're the owner of that UC number, because that's the first email that I sent was they told me I wasn't the owner of my own channel. So I had to fight them on that, and they finally admitted that I was the owner of the channel. And then but it's every time they say, yeah, we're going to help you out, but no, we can't do anything about it because it was on appeal. They keep going back to the fact that they said your appeal was denied, and we can't. Once an appeal is denied, it's basically set in concrete, And I was like, "Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?" And I'll tell you something else. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but have you heard of the channel called the Max,
Yep.
MACS? He once you get 100,000 subscribers, they give you a representative, a YouTube representative, and that person can help you through things like this, and help you with like your they can give you advice on how you can better monetize, and how you can get more out of your channel and stuff like that. Well, he had he was talking to them because they weren't wanting to advertise, like the advertisers weren't wanting to advertise through his channel because of the content.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking to the person that he has, as his representative about, can they get different advertisers for his channel or something like that. And the guy, he said every once in a while, he said usually these representatives only last about 3 months, and then they change over to a different one. He said he didn't understand why, but he said usually it's every 3 months. And he said what happens is you'll have two at one time there for a while, and they just kind of seamlessly transition right into the next one. He said, well, whenever he brought his concerns up to them this last time, especially about that's the other thing, they're shadow banning his all his content right now. He's noticed that he's not getting new subscribers. He's not. He's only his certain amount of views, not getting any more and stuff like that. And he said so they're shadow banning, and he was talking about that. And the guy goes, well, I'm not going to be able to be your representative anymore, but they will get you a new one. He said I guess it's been 3 months now, and he doesn't have one. So they're just not giving him, he said basically they've just taken his representative away now. So, yeah, YouTube games, guys. YouTube games.
Yeah. I guess they don't help you till you get 200 million subscribers.
Well, it's 100,000. So, oh yeah. I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast could do quite a few things and they would be fine with him.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
think?
the amount of money that they're making off of him.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm sure that they probably kind of. I
Like
guarantee my wife could drive tractors all over his videos, and there wouldn't be a peep.
He made 54 million last year with YouTube alone.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a
Yep.
lot of money.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a lot of money.
And he has
That's
a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. I think he has like
I don't know, but I know he
like
gives a
a
lot of
house and
money away.
whatever, but where he works out of or whatever. He's just got a plain Jane 1-bedroom apartment because he gives all his money away.
Yeah, does a lot of philanthropy
Philanthropy.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big channel. You know, does a lot of good. He does do a lot of good and stuff like that. Do I watch him? No, I don't watch him. But
again, we're not 12.
True. So anyway,
But
yeah.
anyways, you two fellas can stick around. We'll have a chat here in the background. I gotta log off, guys. Sorry, but I've went an hour longer than I thought I would. Again, I can't say that I'm here for an hour. We get chatting amongst friends, and that's just the way it rolls. So thank you all.
Thank you for being.
Hey, I'm still alive, and appreciate all you guys stopping by, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, Johnny's throwing balloons. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow night on.
I can't get it to go.
Come on, guys. Come on. Throw me some hearts.
I can't do it.
Oh, man. Okay.
Why won't it do that?
It's not hurt.